Today is International Idiot Killing Day, so we're going to take advantage of that fun little tidbit and upgrade our morons beyond comprehension. Not that they really need it yet, but the enemies will catch up. Plus, we still need to find some epic and or legendary arrows. This is wave 28 and there's really nothing to worry about. It's actually sad because I don't really even get to use my nukes at all, but I'm kinda hoping that wave number 30 has some kind of boss I have to deal with. And by deal with, I basically mean sit here and watch him die a probably fairly quick death. It made some kind of sound as if there was a boss, but I never actually saw him. But after all that, I do have some things to open. Right away, we got a new runestone, which is going to be some kind of upgrade. There's another runestone. This one has potential to have a legendary tier arrow. So if I'm a little bit lucky, we're going to get a rare white moron. I did also unlock the closet so I can get better bows for any of my players for the effects you see, and better hats for also better effects. But until the waves get a little bit stronger, I don't need that. So let's go ahead and jump to wave 35, where hopefully things are going to be stronger. So far, there's not much going on. They are now armed with assault rifles, but I've got a bow and arrow, so they have no chance. And since that was still way too easy, we're going to go to the portal and try something stupidly hard, like a level 60. Which we may or may not be able to do, but we can upgrade everything. Plus, I mostly just wanted an excuse to use my nukes, so please give me one game. Let's nuke all of them, just for fun. Might have been a little bit early on that, but I think we're actually going to get away with this pretty easily. So we need to try harder things. My wall took a little damage, but not very much. So level 85 it is, plus we get a red key out of that, which is a dungeon key. And let's see if we lose more than 2 health off of our wall. That's a lot of bombs. That's a little concerning. We're going to drop this right here. I was hoping that would also take out the bombs, but that worked out. Oh, I forgot when our wall hits half health, we get a monster now too. So in case you're wondering why that thing's running around, oh, that's not good. Even with the monster running around, that was only 85. But we can go all the way up to 300, 400, 700. All right, we're going to turn our main guy into a space marine so he can do an extra 16% damage. And then I guess we're going to upgrade that because we can. So he's now going to do 20% extra damage. And then he's also going to get a plant bow because I like the way it looks. And then we're going to upgrade that a few times also. So he's going to do a ton of damage. Oh, they all get this gear. That makes sense. Now to upgrade my epic arrow, we're going to put in all of this because I think that's going to work best. $20,000, we can afford it. That brought it up 5 whole levels. Then we're going to do whatever this white thing is. That brought it up 3 levels. Then we're also going to add a barricade health, hardwood, and maybe some shield. I assume shield is going to do something good, and it's not very expensive. We'll do that a bunch. Now we're back on wave 36. I just want to see how this is going to go. I see a lot of arrows going out for over 1,000 damage. I think my main guy's hitting for 1,770. So let's see if that's good enough for level 85. So far, so good. Maybe I need more archers. Am I allowed to have more archers? That's a lot of idiots. It looks like the shield did slow them down quite a bit though, so that's nice. That's also a lot of guys. Cleanse the herd. Then I'm also maybe gonna drop some skeletons out here. They can run around and help kill guys and slow them down. Then I can shoot them from a distance. Yeah, that actually worked quite nicely. My wall is already down to 3/4 health because there's a lot of damage coming my way, but I might actually get away with this one. Can someone do something about the little... Okay, you know what? I'll take care of it myself. And we're good. Lost about half health, but we made it. So then let's try level 85 in the dungeon. We can use our special red key for that. Here, we're just being attacked by a bunch of satellite dishes, and that doesn't seem so bad, though those things seem worse. So we're going to drop that right there to hopefully thin them out. That was a lot of enemies. This wave is very short though. We're basically already done. They just come at you very hot and heavy right away. We're going to miss out this. Please do something. Oh, my monster's out. Great. Oh, we're dying. We had 3 enemies left. I forgot also that I bought this reward so I can claim all of these things right now, and that'll hopefully give me something good. Alright, so these guys mostly just give me energy, which is all fine and well. I mostly just want epic or better arrows, so these blue chests don't mean anything to me. I need epic. Or better. That's not even rare. Actually, these veteran boxes actually can have epic arrows. They just often don't because I don't have any luck. But I guess I can add runestones into some of these things where they probably belong. Like this now has way extra damage because I actually put runes in it. Then I'm going to further upgrade it again because it's where all my damage comes from. Then I'm going to give my extra archers an extra probably 10% damage. Then I'm going to increase all of my archer damage by another 10%. Now we can hopefully get through this. We had 3 extra enemies to kill, so as long as we get a decent wave, I think we'll be just fine. Okay, they're starting to stack up again, so I'm going to drop a nuke to thin them out a little bit, because those guys actually do quite a bit of damage to my wall very quickly. We're going to throw these guys down to hopefully slow them down a little bit, make a mess. I think we're going to be okay this time. Yep, we did it, but it was closer than I would like it to be. So let's do the bio dungeon. It's only 75, so it should be easier. And like always, my strategy is to let damage do the thinking for me. And when I see a lot of things, I just drop a nuke and it thins them out. It doesn't always do a super nice job of it, but we took care of them that way. And I just realized the rewards for beating some of these really aren't bad. 8,000 gold is quite a bit. 400 purple gems and 50 red gems, also worthwhile. And I think this is simply a level 80, so it's about as hard as we can do, but at this point we're starting to make it look easy also, probably thanks to our upgrades and well-placed nuclear missiles. And we'll throw out the sacrificial idiots too. I like them out there because they tend to stop everyone and group them up like that, and that really helps me. The further they are from the wall, the better off I am. I don't know if they have to like defeat all these places to unlock the new ones or not, but I will if I have to. Let's do a level 15 just to mock them. They're so weak that they're barely even appearing on this screen. Like, I've only seen 4 of them so far. Maybe one thing to do would be to go from wave 37 all the way up to wave 50, because that might change something fun. That's not going to be particularly hard, but it is going to take a few minutes because I've got to go through 13 waves. Hey, whatever wave that was had a boss. I hardly saw it before he died, but there was a boss. And now that we're into the 40s, I think I'm seeing ninja robots. So those are new. They also die right away, but they're new. Actually, now that I hit level 45, I did get an extra archer. So lucky him, he gets this disastrous looking thing. We'll probably find him something better eventually, but for now we're going to give him just a few upgrades. It is better having an extra archer on board. Those few things brought him from level 1 up to level 11, so he'll be fine. I also just remember there's more upgrades in the lab, like wall stacking. For whatever that does, that gives me an extra 1% armor, and it's pretty cheap to buy. We can also have an arcane wall, whatever that is. We already have the fist monster, otherwise known as your mom. Maybe we should upgrade the facility and unlock the new tier of things. Electric field installation. Deals 3% of arrow damage to enemies inside. That could be interesting. This one does 6%, so let's go for that one. Also have some extra magma damage. I guess things that get close to the wall are going to be in trouble, and we'll get that one too. So let's make that archer fire rate go way up. It's very expensive, but we're going to go from 14.5 to 17.5%. That's an extra 3% fire rate. And now that we have 4 archers, our damage has actually gone up a lot. And look at our fun little lava pool we have for anyone who gets close to the wall. I don't think anyone here is going to do it, but you never know. And I don't really know what this new power is that these guys have. Oh, it basically makes drills out of the ground that people step on.
That's fun, I guess.
I especially like how good my team looks while they're doing this. This is wave 49, so it should be considerably harder than where we were, but for the most part it seems to go like this. Enemies run, they don't really make it anywhere, and they die. I still feel like I need more damage, though I am seeing some hits for 2500 now, which is way higher than where we were even a few minutes ago. That was easy and things are still leveling up on the go, probably automatically. So what about level 50? Hey, we got a new boss coming in. I hope he likes nukes. Oh, he died before he even got to enjoy that. Ooh, and now that I unlocked my extra archer, it looks like we might have a little bit more room here because there's a level 100 and I've never had a level 100 before, so let's try it. This couldn't possibly go poorly.
10 seconds later.
We lost almost half our health, but we did defeat a level 100 castle. Okay, next I'm going to buy just a few more rubies because I want to buy a Mega Veteran box pack because that sounds like something I would need, and it costs 900 rubies. It gives me some gold, but I mostly want the boxes because I think I can get better arrows. So let's hope this actually pays out in some way. We got a rare freezing arrow, which might actually be good. So if we can actually freeze things, that would help. So far, I'm mostly finding things like the power shovel. And the final box is the power shovel. Of course it is. But I do think I want to give this top idiot this freezing arrow because I think this could probably be pretty good. Now that I spend the next 4 hours of my life upgrading it. Though to be fair, that did take it up to level 17 already, so I'm pretty impressed with that. That makes it a lot easier when it jumps that far ahead. Now it's level 22 and we are ready for battle. Oh, his power might be fun. Oh, it actually forms a wall they have to go through. That is actually going to be very helpful. Because if I can get them to bunch up there, they can be attacked by idiots or have a nuke dropped on their head like this. Great. I should probably also be putting more effort into upgrading these skills. They are upgradable and I assume that's worth my while. I haven't really bothered yet because I'm stupid. But then again, so far I haven't really run into a problem. The vertebra's leveled up to level 30 and we're coming up to level 55. On this one I basically put an ice wall here and then the enemies just really couldn't do anything about that. It basically went like this the whole time. So we're going to do the same thing on wave 55, but I feel like there's either going to be a boss or an upgrade after this one. I won't lie to you, I kind of zoned out there, but I did notice we didn't get anything new. Okay, looking at some of these perks on my epic arrow, This one has a 10% chance for an arrow to ricochet to a nearby enemy. For only $5,000, I can upgrade that to 15%, 20%. We're going to go to like 30% on this. Actually, those get really expensive, so we're not going to do that. But there's still now a 25% chance for that to happen. And we can actually upgrade the luck so it has a better crit rate too. We're going to do that twice or maybe even one more time because that's a really good deal still. So this guy also has life steal. For only $5,000, we can upgrade that a little bit. I don't know if that's worth it because we might do a different skill. He can have way more nuclear damage. So we're going to go for nuclear damage. Looks like we're slowly unlocking more and more castles over here, so let's try level 105. And I feel like we'll be okay because of my new ricocheting arrows and also my newly upgraded nuclear power. And I can throw an ice wall down whenever we want to. It's probably not going to make a big deal against enemies this strong, but it probably will help. That's a lot of enemies, so we're going to drop a nuke in the middle of them all to thin them out a little bit. So far, so good. Kind of wish we had a 5th archer, though. Oh, that's a lot of flamethrowers on the wall. Guys, could you kill that? Yeah, get in there, big boy. We're going to nuke that. And we're dead. Okay, we're going to try this again, but I'm going to throw my little idiots out ahead of time instead of an ice wall. Because the ice wall isn't really good against enemies this strong. But they're going to be out there doing a ton of damage that I don't have to be and thinning out the enemies a lot. Well, they're dead now, but you get the idea. We're going to throw some more of them out. I feel like overall they can kill more than the nukes because they can run around and do that when they want to. Yeah, that's actually making a really big difference so far. Now I wish I had a nuke for all those, but they'll bunch up again. I'm going to drop one right there. I probably did that too soon. Oh, there's also a boss. That's not really great. Yeah, we were close, but we still died. So let's settle back to a level 95. This will still give us a good reward, but be easier. Yeah, so those 10 levels seem to make a pretty big difference. We're almost done the waves. All I did was send my little guys out there to fight. And we're not really in any sort of trouble at all. And I don't think we're going to be. Not at this rate. We'll just drop a nuke on them. And we're done. This one has a good reward because that can include a rare to ultimate tier runestone. And I would not be opposed to an ultimate tier runestone. And that wave was not at all hard to defeat. And let's see if we got any more of those rewards hanging out. This one's only level 75 and it's a pretty good reward, so we're definitely going to go for that. And then we're going to laugh our way all the way through it, especially when we're throwing our minions down, because I don't think they're going to even have to kill anyone. The arrows are going to do it all. Well, they actually managed to kill the minions, so we'll throw a few more of those down and we'll just let the damage rain. Alright, so here's what we've collected along the way. We're going to open these two first because they have potentially something good, but they're probably not going to give us much. These ones can have ultimate tiers, so we're definitely going to... That might be something good because it's red. And it was also red. Oh, it's a rare tier ultimate runestone. Okay, so it's a rare square. I get it now. I don't have any arrows yet that can accept a third runestone like this, but these ones definitely add damage. And since I do want better arrows still, I've got myself 5 void boxes. Let's pretend they appeared like magic. I think they've got a higher chance of getting epic, but so far they're not giving me anything. 3 more tries. That's another spike. Come on, something purple. That's another spike of another kind, and that was a pretty big waste of money. I guess we did get a lot of golden rubies though. So let's give the archer fire rate a few more upgrades, just because we can. Then let's get that archer damage way up, because these are actually really cheap. Then let's also add in a squirrel bomb with more explosives, because these seem fairly cheap considering what we get. A bigger radius maybe, and maybe more squirrel bombs. Oh, we're also going to add an electric fence. Here's where we can get some extra damage. We can spend our gold coins on extra damage. Is it bad that I'm almost too lazy to do this? Well, there's 54% extra damage, plus some extra armor. Barricade health is going to go way up. Then our hero damage is going up quite a bit. Then so is our other one. We're going to be out of money pretty soon. Just spent over 1 million gold on upgrades, so level 105 should be doable. Oh yeah, that's different. If I'd have known the squirrel bombs would go out so frequently, I would have done that sooner. But this is level 105, and so far we're kind of melting the waves of enemies. That's a very good sign. We were going to throw some of these idiots down to help thin that out. So far, so good. I'm seeing arrows for 6,400 damage. And I thought 1,700 was a lot. We're doing 4 times that much. Yes, so far this is level 105. We couldn't even beat it before, and now the enemies can't even seem to get to the wall, really. Or at least there was that one time. Then we're going to nuke him because we can. And he's dead. Then I guess we'll see what wave level 56 has to offer us. It looks like some kind of catapult thing. Yeah, so far so good. I'm not really having to do much of anything. I'm just putting these idiots out because I can, but they're really not needed. This is wave number 60. It's probably not going to be much of a challenge, but there might be a boss. If there is a boss, he probably won't be much of a challenge. But we'll see where this goes. My morons actually lose health without doing anything. I never really realized that before. That makes them less useful. What is useful is an ice wall. I'm not sure if there's a boss back there. It was kind of stupid to put the ice wall there because we can't... Oh, there's a boss. Yeah, never mind. So that was fun. I guess we'll just go ahead and open this and hope for something interesting, which there wasn't. I have unlocked a few new fun levels over here, like a gold mine. Gold mine 2. Apparently that makes 450 gold an hour. I spend gold by the millions, so that doesn't seem like a lot, but nah, it's whatever. We'll take what we can get. Those squirrel bombs do actually seem to make a difference. They do take out enough enemies to make it certainly worth my time. Considering all I had to do was add them, that's not a bad upgrade. Don't know if I should be sending out my minions or not yet. They're one of the good ones to kind of work, and then the power can be recharging, but I don't know. We'll drop a nuke. I just realized this was level like 120 and I'm mostly just screwing around and still winning, so we're clearly getting very strong. And for that, we got 3 militia boxes, which are going to include arrows we don't want. I guess for now, I can just keep upgrading my epic arrow, because it really does do a lot of damage. That's going to get expensive very quickly, though, also. That to bring it up 3 levels, and that's actually a considerable damage upgrade. Oh, so for $10,000, I actually could enchant this. It would give me 10% damage, 3% fire rate, 1% crit rate. That's actually huge. I'm going to need some money, so I'm going to kill a few waves that are hopefully going to give me some money. Okay, so let's go ahead and enchant this bad boy. That's going to give me tons of extra damage. Can we enchant that again, doing the same thing? No, we need other kinds of arrows to enchant that. Wish I had known that sooner. That would be why it gives you so many low-level arrows. But I guess let's put this new arrow to the test. It's going to be quicker with a lot more damage, which is pretty crazy because it was doing a lot of damage before. I think I'm seeing hits for almost 8,000 now. Earlier, that would have seemed like overkill. And it still might be, but the enemies are definitely getting a lot stronger. Okay, so while we're at it, let's also do that same thing with this guy. We're going to go ahead and enchant him because we get an extra 10% damage out of him for only $10,000. Then we're going to make wave 64 probably look pretty easy. I saw some shots for over 8,000 damage, I think 8,400. I'm assuming that's my epic arrow, but I'm not entirely sure at this point. It's hard to keep track of them all. Enemies definitely getting stronger. They're able to make it to my wall now. So we'll bring in the big guns. These 3 idiots can go around and poke things. And we're done. That was easy. I actually looked away because it wasn't really that difficult. Let's try wave 65. There might be a boss. We'll also throw some of these idiots out just to help thin them out a little bit. Again, they're not necessary, but I might as well be doing something right now because my power is just going to recharge anyway. Then, I don't know, I'll put up an ice wall or something. I keep telling myself to put the ice wall over more too so the squirrel bombs can land behind it, but what difference does it make? We're done. Through the portal, we can go all the way up to level 115. So we're going to do that. I also want to see what this skeleton looking thing at the top is, so hopefully we get there. The rewards aren't really that great, but that's okay.
The real reward are the people we kill along the way.
Therefore, we're going to get a lot of rewards. I'm sitting here watching things die and thinking about the way I should have been upgrading along the way, and I did it way wrong. But like always, I managed to make it work. When in doubt, just all damage. Okay, how about a level 110 then? Oh, what's that? Oh, he doesn't look very good to get close to my wall. I think the shield stopped him, but I'm kind of disappointed. I wanted to see what would happen. Okay, so let's use our skeleton key to fight a level 110 dungeon. These might be a little bit stronger in theory, but we'll find out. 110 doesn't seem that bad anymore. And this is such a quick wave. This is great. I like the quick waves. My second ruby gem just powered up so I can use my powers. I don't think I'm going to need to, though. I thought this was going to be a lot harder than this. I mean, there are a lot of idiots, but we can just drop a nuke on them, and they're dead. That was an underwhelming dungeon. Do we have a better one? We could do level 100 ice. Yeah, let's try this one. Well, we repelled the snow cone evasion. What is this? This is that, which turns into nothing, and then another nothing. Maybe next time we'll find a legendary arrow.